Stop it. Thanks.
Time to override the big guy.
Stop. That doesn't mean just pretend to stop until I look away. It means actually stop. Oren? Stop it.
too far.
The fuck you mean?
More like a hog farm. I need to turn around.
Motherfucker. Bitch.
Still getting that signal. Another tall neck. There's the tall neck that's sending the signal. No talks. Gotta be careful. Maybe my focus can tell me more. Something seems to have knocked the tall neck down. Maybe the current. Better take a look at the damage. I should swim down. Check what kind of damage we're dealing with. Two parts are missing. Is that what the Groundhog is carrying? Might be able to find the parts of their nest. They must be up there somewhere. I just have to get to them. wonder if this is where those sunken tallneck parts ended up. Send this to my stash. Looks like the part I'm looking for. One down, one to go. Second tallneck part. I'll be taking that. Sorry guys, gotta run. Picked up the last of the parts I need. I should get these back to the tallneck. This will break my fall. I need to put these tallneck pieces I found back where they belong. Let's hope this works. Do it. Still pretty stash. If I can get on land, I might be able to jump into the tonic. Go. Time to override the big guy. It's all right. Almost done. Good. Got the data. Winds. Steady now.
I see you, champion. Sit, please.
Yeah. Hey.
Wish I could say we even Regala.
Yeah.
Right. You,
I tried. And you say she wants to help.
I think so. Doesn't look like any...
Yet. So.
Don't worry.
Look.
I guess, please.
You
Do you think...
I,
I better...
oh.
Aloy, I'm glad to see you. I heard you I was
Sorry to Ready to head over.
Whatever
Thoughts on our...
I'd say she's more like...
She's... Have you talked...
Errand and but...
Charming. How to go with the chorus.
They were shocked when I told them. I thought Fane's eyes would pop up, but of course they had no choice, even if it meant all their preaching about me. To be honest, I found the...
I'm glad. They're lucky. How's Aaron doing?
For a moment, but he never guessed that.
I have to...
I'll make sure Aaron...
Thanks.
Chocolate frosting. Sounds like a ration.
I see you've got your new arm ready to go.
Yes. It still feels strange. I've gotten used to the absence, but no matter. I'm sure I will need it before the attack on the Zenith base is through.
Haven't seen you.
I saw you, I would say.
Thank you.
It is I.
Things you'll need.
We will, though, without a...
Leave that to me. What did Chief...
You, there, indeed.
Your people keep mentioning the wings of the Ten.
The visions tell us that the Ten flew on great metal machines and leapt into battle from for us. To imitate this, it is why the challengers leap into the arena during the cool... And now, like the deeds of the Ten... So?
I won't lie.
I can only imagine.
But I...
It is...
Think... Did you...
There is some... I have...
There you are. Well done, Aloy. You're truly a shine.
I've been thinking about what you said. At your house, it was more than that.
Perceptive as ever.
Okay, so...
I was an orphan. By my 30s, I was starting to wonder it, and then I met Liz. Says we'd have coffee. I thought, but then soon we were flying halfway across the world. For the first time, I didn't feel lonely. I think Liz felt the same way. She had lost her mother, but as time passed, it seemed as though... And...
So helping me. Restoring...
A second chance, yeah. I made a mistake leaving Earth while Liz stayed behind. So when I saw you, beyond even what made Liz a phenomenon, I knew I had to help you.
Why did...
I built that house as a culture, truly. And yeah, I thought it would... I hate data being... I'm sorry.
Why do you...
I sometimes...
After...
Yeah. Did you? Thank you. I've always... And not who...
When it's time to break...
Up, so dealing with the natural...
What for?
First, a small... After comfort, disaster...
When Beta escaped, I saw who would...
Adult... A math for Beta... Perfect... Some... In a...
Well...
Shoot, but even...
When I was... I think...
When we... Lights, shows, and while others cloistered them, he flung his doors...
The way you're talking about him, I'm guessing he didn't...
No, he perished. He would have been thrilled to discover that part of his...
What can you tell me about...
He was the head of the world's largest, and as such, had dealings with almost... It made him one of the wealthiest, and certainly the wealthiest.
What does one person do?
Buy more power, more... Gerard's always believed him able to... But the app... Well, I would... So, I believe he got worse. On Earth, he was the founder of a band of cutthroats, even as governments abandoned human combat. He found success with clientele that required him more. There were also all for the... But on Sirius... In them, though I suspect
All of us tried.
then they would, though I'm sure.
When Beta escaped, Escuish...
Adult, unlike a masturbate, her father had aged brand some, in a way.
Well,
She was, but even...
Okay.
An array of the wealthiest people on Earth.
And let me guess.
Most, but not all. There were a few with Annika Murjani, for instance. She founded the Holonet's most successful dance, and but then there was only, when I think...
Have you figured out...
No. And he's been... I'll admit it bothers me.
How many...
Only...
You said that you never...
Out, both when I did to try, hence, and...
Okay.
I'll be here, and thank you, Ayla. My past more than one. I see...
Maybe we
will.
This place smells wrong. No sand or wind, only cold steel. And the others up there, your squad.
They can hold their own. And as for this base, it may not be what you're used to. But it is a shelter.
Call it what it is. A cage.
You came here on your own.
For the battle you promised. So for now I wait in my cage for your word. Tell me when to strike.
The whole time I've been in the West, I'd at least like to know why.
You were among the enemy.
Why did you...
Dorok, Jiroka, Makalo. And the Karja pushed into the desert. My brothers, but the Karja captured them, strung them up, and it was too late.
So you wanted
vengeance to tear down the Karja's, hunt down every last survivor, but my chief...
The deal you... How did silence...
That name means nothing to me.
So all this time, you didn't even... And you trusted a group of Outlanders?
If it was a trick, I would have crushed. But they offered me the chance to run the terror I've been...
I don't think... What about your...
At these, but because...
Because of me. How did Hick... If he became a marshal, he had to have competed in the cool route. Meaning he earned it.
It was an insult. No Outlander can ever deserve to wear our armor, bear our marks. And then a Karja mess... That's when I knew. Drag his treacherous corpse.
What happened when the Karja...
A quivering priest bore a message from their new... Suddenly the Karja wanted to talk peace. A true Danakh would never... Their blood exhalation...
And law.
I vow so with...
Are you really going to fight alongside me?
I have no reason to betray you.
Really?
I failed to kill Hikaru, failed to eliminate you. The Karja remain out all I have.
All right.
But if then...
Oh, I got his things.
Hey, Lloyd. If you were listening to this, then, things didn't go as planned at Gemini. I know you'll keep your promise. Which means I must be dead. Well, that sounds familiar, doesn't it? But a lot's happened since you found me in that ectogenic chamber. Thank you, Aloy. You've been... my shelter.
We've never played machines together.
Okay. Maybe it's time to get everyone together so Tilda can brief us. But is there anything I should handle before that? All right, people. I need you up in the control room, right away. Okay, everyone. We all know what's at stake. Beta, Gaia. Not to mention life on Earth. Now, it might seem like the Zeniths are invincible, but they're not. We've got what it takes to break into their base and defeat them. We even have one of them on our side. Tilda, show us the base.
It is constructed atop the ruins of an ancient military facility on an island to the southwest. I can get us inside. To this location. Undetected.
How exactly?
You'll know when you need to. Once inside, our goal will be this structure. The launch tower. Gaia and Beta are being held at the top. But along the way, we will face overwhelming resistance. Most importantly from Gerard, Eric, and the others. But also...
Once I take away their shields, we should be able to deal with them. But it will be easier to deploy the device if someone else is carrying it. I'll need a strong back.
Carry stuff? Yeah, I can do that.
Even if your device works, there will still be Spectre drones, scores of them.
If only we had an army to fight them.
I've got that under control. You'll know when you need to. All right. We'll meet up again just before we go in. Where's the best place to rendezvous?
On the coast, just across from the island. Once there, I'll show you the way.
Okay. I'll let you know when I arrive at the rendezvous point. And then you can join me. In the meantime, do whatever you need to prepare. Understood? You two? A minute? Tilda helped me get in touch with Beta, and she told me something important. There's an installation inside the base. It's called a regulator. Here. Once we're inside, I need you two to split off from everyone else and destroy it. So you'll have to bring explosives. This will help stop the drones. Everything depends on it. Are you with me? After that, I want you to find a way to infiltrate the Zenith network.
How?
Go over all the data that Beta left behind. She knew how to do it, I'm sure of that.
All right. But why? What am I trying to do?
Find information about the Zeniths. Anything Tilda's not telling us. Silence is right about one thing. There's no way we can take her on her word.
I'll do my best.
Keep her safe, okay?
On my life.
Remember, we need to get Fallon's weapon to the Zenith base.
We're finally doing.
Never. I can.
If that one's not working right, you can.
Yeah, little bugger's got some personnel. Saved my butt with those Spectres. You know, besides it,
Wouldn't want to spoil your look. For.
So he.
You know, and you.
No time. If.
I guess I should.
I'll see you.
I wouldn't have.
Aloy, at least
If it were...
You know, to be honest, so he brought, I thought, however, and I
I know.
he may, and that I still
Try... I should go...
Before, what you place, if I should, for the both of,
So...
make sure you...
Did you need something? Bravo, you managed to sway a zenith to you.
Not a chance. I thought you said the weapon was ready.
There's always room to optimize. But that's not why you're here. I assume you want to comprehend.
Since when were you...
Since you turned this into a waiting game, modest success.
Okay, so your big plan, everything you've been manipulating for the last few months. Let me see if I got this straight. You learned about the Zeniths from Hades when you interrogated it. Then you came up with a plan to defeat them by using a Tenakth army and that weapon. And to get the Tenakth to fight for you, or rather the sons of Prometheus, armed Regalla's rebels with override tech.
Did you have an actual question, or are you still playing?
So all this time, even before I found you were out here scheming, why couldn't you just...
When I learned of the Zenith's return to Earth, I knew I would one day require an army to assault the Zenith base. The casualties would be, and I knew you would never allow such a... Thus, at the Hades Proving Lab.
You wanted me to surrender to the Zeniths at the Hades
Based on everything I knew about them, I concluded they would find you a useful asset, thereby keeping you out of harm's way and, more importantly, out of my way.
So you really didn't know they had their own...
No. Unfortunately, there was no way I could have known that particular detail.
Detail? Well, I guess if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be here. Tell me about the weapon.
I've upgraded the delivery. It now emits a wave-like effect covering a
That doesn't...
No. But I'd be a fool. After all, why did you withhold your plan for dealing with the Zenith drone? Yes. Even you can appreciate the value of secrecy when warranted. Suffice it, the intricacies of how is knowledge that is mine alone.
Why create the... You didn't need a bunch...
They were a necessary safeguard. The eclipse demonstrated through the sons of Prometheus, all while...
Why help Regalla take over?
Before Regalla's rebellion, battling machines and fostering friendships with the card, even he would never agree to send...
So...
Yeah, all she would, which was...
Well...
The tribe...
One of them, all...
Not from the... They create...
Yeah. So those run-ins, on one of them I teamed up with their expeditions. We found Pharaoh had...
You must have needed Omega clearance.
Worse than you can imagine.
He single-handedly wiped out collective human knowledge. I'm sure it was still less than he deserved.
Let me guess. You would have scraped him into a jar so you could... Like what you did with Hades.
For a start.
Alright, Silence. I think I'll let you know when it's time. And... try not... I don't need the two of you butting heads.
Ah, yes. I wonder if you understand what kind of... For someone to live as long as she has, outlast well. Your goals may be aligned now.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Survival is only a necessity to my... I'd hoped you'd recognize that.
Do you know something?
Oh, I know a great deal of things.
Oh, a feeling. You mean you finally have...
Welcome back, Aloy. Would you like to continue our chat?
You said before that you never were.
Out of necessity. I'm not both when Earth was consumed and when the colony on Sirius... I did what I had to try to undo it, hence the data channel with Beta. And the little trick I pulled. I'll be...
So...
all...
Thank you.
You...
No.
The bull... And how we... I...
Wait.
There was nothing... I will have...
I'll see you...
It will... gone, but she taught the holdouts well.
There's Gwen stuff in here now. Must be all this. This must be from the Scorcher that Catallo and I took down. Not a bad way to test his arm. We've come a long way from the embassy. Oh, I'm back in the sleeping quarters.
I keep thinking he's just gonna be standing there. Where have I seen this before?
Right.
One.
I have even with the end. What?
Oh.
What? I never.
Come on.
We. I hate, but we be. She. Yeah.
The Zeniths, but
What?
I don't. Catallo.
I'm not. If we die doing so, at least it'll be alongside a friend.
I'd rather you both stay alive, if you don't mind.
We'll try.
I need.
I'll make sure.
That looks like one of the Utaru's land gods. Like the one we killed in the sacred cave. I'm not sure I'll ever fully understand, but seeing something that represents life and prosperity turned into a weapon. It couldn't have been easy for Zoe.
I could use a drink.
So, you return. That fabrication terminal has been very useful.
I'm definitely not getting any of this.
Come to rattle the cage.
I'll leave you be.
That
and strength.